Hey everybody, I'm in the process of taking off the bumper for my 2014 Kia Optima. The reason I have to do that is I have a little bit of damage on the bumper, but the main reason is I'm missing the splash guard on the inside here. It's gone. I ran over a piece of tire on the freeway and it ripped out the fender liner, and it also caused some damage. It broke off a little piece of plastic that's usually attached here that you would screw the fender liner into. So it's missing on this side, and it's also broken on this other side. So I'm gonna go ahead and take the bumper off, really just to see how difficult it would be and how easily it is to reinstall, and try to get an assessment of all the pieces that I might need to order. I think so far I need a bumper. So you got the bottom piece here, so you got the little lip here, the separation. So you have the bumper I'll need, only because those two side pieces are broken, and I need one fender liner for the passenger side. And I'll need to get more retainer clips. So I've already taken screws and clips out of here. I started working on this, as well as on this side here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4 retainer clips. That's what these are. All right. And they're kind of a one-shot deal. Once you take them out, you're better off just getting brand new ones and putting them back in. So I'll need 4 here on this side. There are 2 underneath that I've already taken off. So you have another one here, and another one right here. Oh, and this one, sorry, 3. There you go. So 7 alone on this side. And here we also have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'll need to get 17 total, plus these 4, 7 there already, 24. So I'll just get at least 24. I've already taken off the 2 bolts that go here as well for the air filter. So I'm going to go ahead and take off the bumper now. So I'm going to take off the air filter, and I've already got those 2 bolts out of there. And at this point, I'll just lift up on it and pull it straight out. So it's not a problem. And then underneath here, we have a plastic piece. The shield maybe is what it is. And I've already got all those screws out as well. So just lift out on it. And there are a couple of tabs in the front here where it's wedged in, but it also comes out pretty easy. So I've gotten all the bolts and screws out. So at this point, the bumper is clipped into position. So there's a bracket behind the bumper here on both sides of the car, and then there are another 2 brackets, one on the left and one on the right, right down there. And to remove it, you just gotta yank on it. Let's do that. So there's that. On the other side. There's that. And then we have clips in the front. They're not really clips, not like plastic clips. So the bumper is plastic, but the bracket on the inside is metallic. It's a piece of metal with some grooves in it that the plastic slides into. Is that a good tug? Okay, it came out pretty easy. On this side. There's that. So really at this point, the only thing that's holding it on, there are 2 little tabs right here. Try to zoom in on that. Let's see. So you have this one. Looks like little hooks. Look at this one. The only one additional thing that I've already done is we have the fog lights that are attached with some cables. Those cables just unplug. You just squeeze the ends together and unplug the cables. And then the bumper is free from the dark. There is one more screw that I forgot to mention when taking off the bumper. This is the screw hole location right here. And this is right here on the top corner of the quarter panel. So down here, there's a screw that goes through here that holds the bumper in place. So that has to come off. And those retainer clips that would be attached to the fender liner if I had one. And everything else. So that's what that would look like on this side here. Those have to be removed. And this guy here. To remove the actual fender liner, it probably would be easiest, and I would say almost necessary, to take off the wheel, because it's difficult to get to some of the screws that are up here that you need to get to in order to remove the fender liner. So there's two in the top, and there are also two more on the back side of the wheel here that have to come out. And then you have these three here, and I think that's it. I don't feel anything else here. So I'm going to pop this wheel off and take off the fender liner. There we go, the wheel is off. And I've already taken out this one. There's two. We have another one on the top here. Three, but that head is broken. And then this one here, four. I'm going to remove that now. I've already loosened these three here. And hopefully, once I remove that final screw, this liner will just pop out. I got those screws out of there, but this is what they look like now. I wasn't able to just simply use a screwdriver to get them out of there. I had to use these pliers right here as well, and I had to pull them out. So basically it destroyed this one completely, and this one's pretty much useless now too. But I believe the fender liner is now free. So I'm going to try to take it off now. Here it goes. Maybe. I found another screw. Let's see if you can get it. Same deal. It's just turning. Let's see if I can do this first. Okay, that works. I'm just putting this flathead screwdriver behind the plastic. So got it. One additional screw. This one's actually metal. One more. And if you didn't take off the tire, you'd never know these were back there. So I got these locking washers in place here. I'm gonna have to pop those out. Okay, so I finally got it. The main problem was that I had these little nylon washers, like lock washers, clipped in here, keeping this in place. So you can, there's one more here. And now I got the Fender Liner. Ooh. This is where I'm at now. I got the front bumper off, and I got the driver's side Fender Liner off, as well as the wheel, so I can get to the Fender Liner. And like I mentioned, it's pretty much necessary. You have to take that wheel off so you can get to all the screws that hold the liner in place. So this side I didn't have to do because road debris took care of that for me. All I gotta do now is find the pieces online and order them. I think I'll just get 2 new Fender Liners. I have to get the whole new bumper. But only the plastic outer frame of the bumper. So I'm gonna reuse the fog lights, and we'll reuse the grill pieces and the Kia logo. Put the bumper back on the car. First thing I have to do is reinstall the fog lights. So I have over there. There you go, pops into place. Pretty easy. This one's attached. Now I'm going to hang the bumper on these top 2 little hooks. So those are closed in place. Now I'm just going to basically just bang the plastic piece back into the brackets here. So I have a metal bracket and I have a plastic one. line up the metal one first. And then plastic. Straightforward. Something on the other side. Okay. That's it. And now I'm going to put this plastic piece back into place. So you put that handle for the hood for the release. Make sure it goes through there. In position. My air filter. I'll just slide it back right onto here. And then 2 holes lined up. Put those back in. For that I'm using a 10mm socket. Retainer clips that I need to pop back into place. Most of these are kind of messed up. Let's see what we use here. So the problem with these clips is that once they open up like this, it's difficult to put them back into position, and it also makes them more fragile, and because they're plastic or nylon, they strip out pretty easily. But I'll see what I can do. here that I gotta put in place. And on this side, on the bumper, the hole, or the clip, that's a hole, that would put the screw through, is already broken. And it's okay on the other side, so I'll put that one in. This one's broken, there's no point to retouch it. I do believe it's good enough for me. It will hold for now. And it all seems pretty flimsy. It looks great, I love this car. Just, it's so plasticky. And that's good because it makes it fairly easy to work on. But it's bad because it does get broken and damaged pretty easily. Now once I get those liners back into place and attach all those other screws, this will be a lot more solid. So I'll post some links to this video when I do find a good website to buy the parts from. I hope this helped. Leave me a comment if you have any questions, need some advice, or if you got any tips to help me improve my workmanship. Thank you.